What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the nerd. Why not start off with the spectacle that happened this weekend in AT&T Stadium when it was the
spectacle is fucking right.
The fight that was really built up for almost for over a year, because it's supposed to happen back in July, and somebody got sick, and then they had to push it into November. We had Mike Tyson taking on Jake Paul finally. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I knew it was like every time there's a Jake Paul fight, every time there are these fights that he does, I'm just like, it's always some bullshit, some stick, and I don't get the result I want. What's the result I want? Him to get to knock the fuck out. Somebody to humble his ass, because
it's not gonna happen.
Okay, listen. It don't, just because you can say a lot of things ain't gonna happen, but you know what I'm saying? That's not.
As long as it's his promotion company promoting it, it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. They're strategically picking the people that he goes against, because these people know that if they come in here, it's a lose-lose situation for the opponent. They know that if they come in here and they knock his ass out, then it's like, well, why'd you knock him out? You're a real boxer. He's not. But then if they lose, and they like, you let Jake Paul beat you, it don't matter.
Listen, I agree with everything you're saying, and this is why I say that's why I thought Tyson was the perfect person, because listen. We're talking as the results have happened already, but before the results have happened, let's not play around like Tyson gives a fuck about any of that.
I didn't say that he does, but he's 58.
But you know, when we talk about the fight, I get more into it of what could have been done, but all I'm gonna say is, yes, it's definitely strategic.
Yeah. See, look now. It was on Netflix. 60 million people viewed into this fight.
Oh, they was pissed because apparently it was glitchy as hell.
Yeah. And it was like a 5-hour event.
It was their first thing. It was Netflix's first ever live.
Live thing. This is why I'm saying they have to really try. It
wasn't the first. They had a live thing before.
It's like the second. The first one was Chris Rock.
Yeah, and that was glitchy too. Apparently, I don't think it was like this though.
Yeah. So yeah, they only did like 2. This one like the third or fourth one.
Yeah, so like before Raw comes there in January. Before Raw comes in January, they really got to get this shit together.
So they still gonna do it live on with Raw then. Oh, that's gonna be
yeah. No, they got something next week. I think they got in Thanksgiving. I think they got a Thanksgiving game on Netflix, and a Christmas game on Netflix, and then I think that's
the only thing. So far, let me cut you off, Ron. The only thing so far that has really got the live stuff working is Amazon.
Well, yeah. I think that they probably have.
I don't know how Hulu does, because Hulu does a lot of the political stuff.
Oh, you know, Hulu does live too. They do good live.
See, I don't have the Hulu live pack. I don't watch Hulu that much in the first place anymore.
Yeah.
But I know Amazon does much better with it. I think they probably just have a better infrastructure for it. I don't think that Netflix is set up for this. And
Disney Plus got a good live too.
Disney Plus does have good lives.
Also a place where I'm sure they have all the infrastructure they need to make this work.
Disney.
Netflix is all on its own. Like, you know, as far as I don't know if they have the proper setup to do something like this, to support so many people trying to watch a live event at once.
Yeah, it was a lot. 60 million people was tuned into this thing, and I know about it. It was a good couple million of people that was hoping that Tyson knocked Jake Paul out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree, but I also didn't have high hopes because this man is older.
Yeah, first of all,
it went long. It went way too long.
Yeah, it went 8 rounds. I was like, if Tyson can at least get him in the second round, fine. But I was like, once it goes to the second round, I was like, there's no point anymore. Once it goes back
I'm
second
gonna just tell
round.
y'all what y'all not getting. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all not getting. I'm gonna say y'all for real. I knew Tyson was not about to knock him out because he's might to take the edibles. He's might that's trying to calm down now. He wasn't mad at all. Like not whatsoever. And I'm dead to see it. Like, no, I've seen Mike in person. I've seen Mike get mad. I've seen him in person get mad. Mm-hmm. He was not mad whatsoever. Like, that's how I knew he wasn't throwing punches. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen Mike get like very angry. So if I was one of his trainers, I would have said something about I don't know, somebody said twice, something like, oh, she left you. So I would have said something, because we at least would have seen shades of old Mike.
Yeah.
We didn't see none of that because he was just like happy go lucky. I'm just happy.
I'm just very happy to be here.
He hugging his son and shit.
Yeah.
We didn't see if I was somebody, I would have been like, yo, he the reason your daughter. I would have been boosting his head up it so much. I would have been doing the KG, making lies up. Mm-hmm. Or you know how MJ make lies up. I would have been that would have been something. I don't know. Something.
I think you have a good point there. He wasn't stalking his prey like he would do back in the day. The eyes would just follow. He was just like, I'm very happy to be here.
That's not his steez anymore, for real.
And of course, once again, I don't watch boxing, but I have my boy Chubb 7. He said that they had 14-ounce gloves opposed to 10-ounce gloves. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing they were soft.
They're just heavier.
They're heavier.
Okay.
So I'm like, what?
I don't watch boxing. I'm not
boxing. What's the difference between? I'm sorry. They're heavier, yes.
So now, as you're laughing, in my mind, if they're heavier, they should be able to, throw heavier punches.
Yes, but that also means they're heavier to lift.
Okay.
So if you're a 58-year-old man,
yeah,
and your hand is like, man, this is it's been a while, like you're not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think this was set up in a way where it was ever going to be what some people were hoping for, including yourself.
Yes, and I'm going off of a straight bias of a dislike for the Paul brothers. Straight. I'm not even going to hold that. Because you're going to have a lot of motherfuckers out there that's going to sit there and lie, talk about some this and that. I don't like them. I respect what they can do, because they can do it all better than me. Okay? I respect what they do, and I respect that they out here knowing how to make money in this country, in this
finicky ass world.
In this finicky ass world. No,
they know their audience though.
Yeah.
And that's always going to be what it is. They know that the people who are watching them don't give a fuck about boxing. They don't give a fuck about who's training and whose record is what and who Mike Tyson is. They don't care about that shit. All they care about is Jake Paul. There's two camps watching this. There's people watching this, like Prime has said, because they just want to see Tyson. Yeah. And there's people watching this because Jake Paul's involved. They don't give a fuck about who else is involved.
Well, they had a long ass show doing about 5 hours, and here's the thing: they had a good undercard, I heard, and there was a women's match, which was one the most viewed.
That was great.
It was a good women's boxing match. I forgot who the names of the women were.
Serrano and
let's call them Rocky and Drago, and that's what they were saying.
What did he
said? Call them Rocky and Drago.
Yo, now let me look it up. Let's see.
But they was going in the fight.
It was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And this is supposed to be one of the, if not the most viewed women's sports event that they ever had. Because once you had 60 million people watching, then you had over 119 people, over 100,000 people in the stadium. So they had eyes on them.
100,000 people in a stadium sounds like I don't want to be in that stadium. Where are you sitting at?
Jerrysboro got that's what it is. He got everything there. And shit, the Cowboys ain't playing there. Now they ain't do good. So you might as well just put everybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right, but I'm like, think about what stuff looks like, how high up you be, like the link. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know.
Well, it helps that the Cowboys team got a huge screen right there.
Yeah, they have
like a huge screen.
Have you ever seen inside ATM Stadium?
No.
Or you know what his?
Oh, they got a huge screen.
We don't give two flying fucks.
Okay. Okay, but here's the thing: you watch WrestleMania.
I do.
Okay, and you've seen WrestleMania 38.
Yeah.
You've seen WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all in Jerry's World.
Great.
And you've seen the Eagles and Cowboys game.
38 was in Jerry's World? It was not 38. Couldn't be 38.
Yeah, that's when he was in Dallas.
2 years ago?
They went back to Dallas?
Yeah, remember that's when Stone Cold was there.
Oh, is that when he gave him that bad stunner?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I thought that was... Oh, okay.
That was in Jerry's World. No, Stone Cold come back and do all that shit in Florida. He can't say he come back home. And, I mean, it's close to his home. He ain't from Dallas, but you know, he Austin. But I'm saying, it was in Texas. I was like, yeah. So Dallas, Texas. That's when WrestleMania 38 was at, and 32 was in Jerry's World also.
Yeah, 32 and 30. I'm gonna be honest with you. I forgot what 38 was even at. I didn't lose track. You know, they was in Florida for like 3 years. So.
Yeah, bro, you can't say nothing. They was down there with y'all.
So all them eyes was on race, and I think those ladies did better for the sport of boxing than what the main event did.
Well, that happens. I'm not gonna say all the time. That can happen with an undercard be fired, and then the main event is just like it's whatever, or you just be like, look, all right, it's enough.
That and also the undercard was taken more serious. Like the undercard, they was actually boxing rather than just having to be like an exhibition. Yeah, so yeah, that too.
But I think that you kind of gotta have it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not paying money to go to the fight, and I mean you're not paying money on Netflix either. But I'm not paying money to go to this fight to go see this main event with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and the undercard is ass, and I gotta go watch Jake Paul. Fuck no.
I mean, the last Tyson fight had Jake Paul on it.
What
was that last Tyson fight?
He fought Roy Jones.
Don't say Jones.
Yes.
Where was I at?
He fought Roy. That's when Jake Paul knocked out Nate Robinson.
Oh my God! I forgot all about that.
Oh my God!
I forgot about that.
Yo, we've been as a culture taking some mad L's to these motherfuckers,
the major L's.
Like we have been.
Go back into the holes you came out of.
Look, I gotta do what Mr. Jeffrey said. Look, a setback is nothing but a setup for a comeback. Because we need one back. That's what I'm saying. Jake Paul has been out here knocking us the fuck out, literally knocking us out, and we have done nothing about it.
Except in the fights.
That is my thing. It's the same thing. I always say when people are like, well, why did they? Y'all mad at them. It's just like they didn't have to take the fight. They didn't have to take the role. You didn't have to take it.
You're right, but oh my God, like
I didn't have to take it.
Like, does anybody have pride anymore?
But hey, whoa, I ain't gonna lie, 20 M's.
Money.
Whew. But no, I'm gonna say these exhibition fights, when people are like casuals.
Yeah.
Of boxing, they think automatically somebody just about to get knocked out. I'm like, because like when Mayweather fought McGregor, everybody was, oh, he didn't even get knocked out. I'm like, that's not how this works. So some people just automatically assume somebody gonna get knocked out, and then they get mad at the result.
What the hell a technical knockout is? Yeah. They're just like, what is that?
Yeah. So they get mad when they don't see a knockout. I'm like, that's not all boxing is. It's just all knockouts. It's just
y'all just want everybody walking around with CTE and shit.
To be fair.
Now, to be fair, if you watch like a Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury fight, yeah, you don't see a knockout. But if it's a big spectacle like this, you're not gonna really see knockout. They just go to the round because I'm assuming that's a money issue too. I'm assuming you might get more money if you make it all rounds.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and that could be a thing too, where they just try to just go the whole way.
That is possible, and I'm not ignorant to the fact because once again, my wife watched boxing. She has taught me a lot about boxing. I am well aware to know that every boxing match does not have to end with a knockout. I personally want to see Jake Paul get knocked out.
We know, baby.
Well, as long as you have that MVP thing, he ain't get knocked out.
No.
It's not satisfying to me. Like, because eventually, if Jake Paul loses because
by judging.
Yeah, by judging, it don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
Wow.
It don't feel good. Like,
I feel like we've been together too long.
It's like you castrate the culture.
Let him win to go against Kimbo Slice.
He's dead.
From the grave?
No, I'm saying let him would have gone against Kimbo Slice. Like,
I'm like, wait.
I mean like let him would have gone against Kimbo Slice.
I'm just being real. It just felt like
he wouldn't take that fight.
It just felt like Jake Paul castrated the culture.
Oh my god!
Look, I'm saying, oh my gosh, it just felt like that. Every time it's like, oh my god.
I think it's because I just didn't put that much stock into this. I completely forgot about it.
Okay, I ain't going that far.
I didn't know it was yesterday. Like, I knew it was happening, but I didn't realize it was yesterday until my best friend called me and was like, "Oh, you watching the fight?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one thing I didn't like though, because like I knew it was happening. I knew it got postponed because of the Tyson thing.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of my friends on Instagram talking about I'm rushing home to see the fight. I'm like, you've never watched boxing a day in your life.
Yeah.
Ever. And you talk about you want to see a Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Like, that's why I was like upset. Cause I'm like, but y'all don't even. I'm like, you don't even know what's going on. You don't know nothing about Mike Tyson. You just know he's Mike Tyson. You don't even never seen this man throw a punch ever. You never watched anything about Mike Tyson.
That's like the novice
who watch WrestleMania
and only WrestleMania.
Yes. I guess you're right. But.
Yeah, once again, I would say the same thing about people who watch wrestling who just don't understand, who just don't get it. It's just that
they don't watch it on a day-to-day, like they're not watching it on a week-to-week week-to-week basis.
It's just that, and once again, I know this is just a blind eye looking at it because there's gonna be some people upset by it. It's like Jake Paul just knocked out all these black guys, right?
I know.
No, he's fought more than just black guys.
He does, but that's all that we personally.
And, it's all. It's just like I'm just like, yo, I'm like, stand up. Stand
up. No, honestly, no. He has fought other people.
Yeah,
it's just that's all that makes it to our side of the internet.
Yeah.
So it just looks bad. But here's my thing.
He crumbled the fuck out.
If you want to take it seriously, fine, take it seriously. But I'm like, I know eventually that's not what this is.
Yeah.
You run with what was hot, and then it's gonna be on to the next thing. Listen.
Yeah, it's an entertainment spectacle. That's why I think his brand of boxing is just entertainment boxing.
Yeah.
Like if he was to legit start a company called Entertainment Boxing, I know what it's about.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cause right now he out here doing Goldberg shit. Who next?
Stop.
Who next? Everybody was like, buy it next. I was like,
now I do got to say something that I just was annoyed with this whole fight.
Yeah.
The Tyson fight in particular. Why did we put Roy Jones on commentary?
Oh God!
You're talking about Roy Jones. Somebody, Rosie Perez.
Oh shit, she was on there too, wasn't she?
I was for the whole night, bro. What? Bro, what?
I love Rosie Perez, but I was like, how did she get here?
Y'all should just put Snoop back on there.
Exactly, but like the women's fight, I'm like, this lady sounds familiar. That's Rosie Perez, and then I was like, oh, this Rosie Perez. And I'm like, oh, she adds nothing to she's adding nothing to the boxing commentary.
No, she said what we was all thinking. Well, we could have did without that ass shot.
But I'm like, they could have definitely brought Snoop Dogg back. He would have been at least more entertaining, especially for a Tyson fight.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like if they had brought Snoop, it would have been. It's like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like, we know this not for real now.
Yeah.
Because
Snoop here.
He did the last Tyson fight.
But we know it's not for real.
We already knew that.
I guess it's like you can't admit that to yourself.
It's like, yeah, you really can't. Like I said,
you can't admit wrestling is scripted.
Look, I remember this was months ago when I went to go get a plug in my tire at Pep Boys. Okay, and I really go to Pep Boys. I went to Pep Boys, and I was in if y'all up here in Philly like that, I was going into Plymouth meeting. Okay, and even the people, I'm telling you, in Plymouth meeting was just like, I want to see Jake Paul get knocked the fuck out because it's Tyson. We in Plymouth meeting here, okay? principles out the way. He was like, I just want to see Tyson knock him the fuck out.
I think that everybody had their hopes too high.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I remember watching Mike Tyson in his prime and watching people get pissed because they paid for that pay-per-view and that fight was 8 seconds long.
The first round.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, that was 30 years ago. We're not doing this no more. Let that man be old.
Yeah.
No legacy. Nothing.
He said he don't give a shit about a legacy. Celluloid dust, his legacy is. He don't care about that.
But like Rory Jones on commentary, man, I was like, oh my god, like
that's a very.
Oh, I like the way his legs. Look at his legs. Look at his legs. Look at his legs. I don't like the way his legs looking. Look at his legs. I'm like, first of all, the way he was sounding, he sounded like Keenan doing the skit on a commentary. Like if you listen to him and you won't see him, he sounds like Keenan doing an impression. And I was like,
yo,
am I getting pranked? Like, is this actually Keenan or is this like him? Because the way he was sounding, especially when he kept saying, "Look at the legs," I'm like, is this Keenan doing a skit right now? Like joking?
I'm so very glad that I didn't sit back and watch this actual fight.
Who are you telling?
I think I'd have been pissed.
All right.
He got his mouthpiece. Oh, what? Oh, his mouthpiece. Is something wrong with his mouthpiece? Is there something wrong with it? There's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it. Look at his legs. There's something wrong with his mouthpiece. That's the only two things he was saying. He kept repeating it over for 8 rounds.
So listen, God bless Rosie Perez for sitting there with him.
Whew. She wasn't barely saying nothing. It was all Mauro Ronaldo, and I was like,
somebody said it. They was like, I miss when he was calling for WWE, and I was like,
top rope suicide.
well, he definitely ain't doing all the pop, you know.
Oh, Mauro Ronaldo.
He ain't doing all the pop culture references, which I like. He ain't doing the references every 5 seconds. I do like that.
Well, Jake Paul, you got your win. There you go.
Unlike Mike Tyson, Jake Paul is going up on a Tuesday. I'm like, all right.
Netflix won.
You know what?
That's who won.
No, Netflix, Jake, and Mike won. We didn't.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie though. 20 million.
I mean, I'll go in there and do Jake Paul 20 million. Nah,
0 million. 20 of the millions? I probably would too.
Bro, can I just get 2,000?
I'd jump up around that ring more than likely.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Do I do all that?
20 million
open face.
In a loss is crazy.
Alright, now I ain't doing no open face. We start slap boxing before you hit me open face.
20 million?
I'll take the glove off.
I'll go there.
No,
I ain't got no problem.
I joke, I kid, but if you think I'm gonna stand here and just let you open face hit me, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, after I wake up.
No.
But I'm not. When I wake up in the hospital bed, hey, all you gotta tell before you tell me my condition, did the check clear?
Call the folks. Call the people.
Did the check clear? Okay.
Call